this tip of the day, I'm going to demonstrate how you can profile geometry at different Z levels all within one machining operation. Alright, so to begin with, let me show you the wireframe geometry that I created. I'm going to hit the letter S on the keyboard, left click the solid model, hit the letter B to temporarily hide that, and you can see that I've created wireframe geometry at the base of all the areas that I want to perform a profile operation. Let's turn our solid model back on by clicking on the little eye there on the layer browser. Alright, let's head over to the command manager, go into stock toolpaths, but instead of using our profile operations, we're going to be using the corner rounding operation. Now what we want to do is select our geometry just as normal, just like we were profiling. We're going to left click this outside arrow because I want to climb cut, and then hit the F3 key on the keyboard. Same here at the very bottom of the boss. I'm going to left click the outside arrow, hit the F3 key. Left click the outside arrow, hit the F3 key, and when we're done selecting our geometry, we can right hand mouse click. Alright, now by default, OneCNC is going to use a corner rounding tool. We don't want that. Just come in here and select end mill. Just like that. This is going to be in turret position number 1. Let's change the RPM to something like, how about 3700? Feed rate 30 inches a minute. I think that all looks good for holder. Let's use a 1/2 inch side lock. We'll click OK to that. All this looks good. Let's make the overall length of the tool, how about 1.5 inches? And how about the flute length, 1 inch, 250 thousandths. So even though the corner rounding operation defaults to a corner rounding tool, you can definitely use an end mill. Let's click next on that. Our clearances look fine. And by the way, this works just like our profile operation. We'll click next on that. Now you definitely can output cutter comp if you want. In this example, I'm not going to, so I'm just going to have automatic set here. Make sure for geometry position, you have that set to 1. Leave an X and leave in Z. I'm going to put 0 on that. We'll click next. And again, this works just like the profile operation. I'm going to arc in, let's say at 45 degrees, and I don't need a start line length there. We'll click the little chevron arrows to populate the exit values so they match our entry values. I'll click finish, and there we go. We've now performed a profile operation at multiple Z levels. And if you want to, you can rename your machining operation to that. Why don't we double click, and within the NC processing dialog box, why don't we change the name from corner rounding to multi-level profile, just like that. And we'll click OK. Let's take this into preview. We're going to right hand mouse click, preview toolpath. And now you can see that we're performing a profile operation at different Z levels, all within one machining operation. Alright, that's it for this tip of the day. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button.